In 2013, the UK government launched the Help to Buy scheme with a simple, effective pitch. Purchase a new-build home with a 5% deposit and receive a loan for the rest that stays interest-free for 5 years. This block chart shows exactly how those purchases were structured. The buyer provided a 5% deposit, secured a standard mortgage for 75%, and the government provided the remaining 20% as an equity loan. This structure relies on a common assumption, that the 20% government slice behaves like a static mortgage top-up, where the amount borrowed is the amount that must eventually be repaid. The Help to Buy loan functions as a volatile financial instrument that expands in 2 distinct directions simultaneously, timing its growth to accelerate as homeowners reach year 6. The first growth mechanism is the equity link. Because the loan is a percentage of the home's value, rising property prices directly increase the total debt owed to the government. The second mechanism is the fee engine. For the first 5 years, homeowners pay a nominal fee of £1 per month, a small amount masking the mathematical shift occurring in the background. This graph shows the transition at the year 6 trigger point. The interest-free period ends, and a mandatory 1.75% fee activates. In year 7 and beyond, this fee compounds, increasing by the retail price indexed plus 1%. Because this formula builds upon itself every 12 months, a high inflation environment transforms a manageable monthly cost into an escalating permanent burden. To see how these mechanics interact, we can track a typical purchase. Sarah bought a £300,000 flat in 2019 using a £60,000 equity loan, tracking her annual fees. Year 6 was £1,050. By year 8, inflation pushed it over £1,169, creating a cumulative cost of £3,332. Despite these payments, Sarah's original £60,000 principal debt remained completely unchanged. Meanwhile, because the flat appreciated in value, the 20% equity link drove her total debt from £60,000 to £66,000. For the homeowner, these compounding fees function like rent paid on a slice of their own home, yielding no ownership and no financial equity. Escaping this structure is often hindered by the remortgage trap. Many standard lenders refuse to refinance properties with an outstanding Help to Buy loan, which can leave homeowners stuck on expensive variable rates with their current provider. Homeowners can attempt staircasing, repaying the loan in 10 or 20% chunks, but the timing carries significant risk. Repaying during a market peak permanently locks in the highest possible cash debt for that portion of the home. Repayment also triggers immediate overheads. This typical invoice shows the non-negotiable costs, an official RICS valuation costing up to £600 and legal fees reaching £1,500 just to settle the paperwork. These structural hurdles and mandatory costs are designed to make the exit process expensive, penalizing those who wait until the fee engine has already begun to compound. The most effective way to preserve equity is to remortgage and repay the equity loan in full before the year 6 fee engine activates. If full repayment isn't an option, use a strict mathematical priority. If your mortgage interest rate is higher than the current equity fee, overpay the mortgage. If the compounding equity fee is higher, prioritize staircasing. A passive approach, simply letting the direct debit increase each year, is the most reliable way to lose equity to inflation and compounding interest. Protecting your investment requires modeling the exact RPI plus 1% math for your home today. You can use the Help to Buy equity loan engine at CostSaver UK to see your specific exposure before year 6 arrives.